Welcome back to Renegade GCM. Today we have a gameplay video between Green Purple Limb versus Black Smoker. So we chose to go first. Keeping our opening hand here, we get a Dawn past the opponent. Limb's a ramp deck. As you see, we have her ability Rest 3, Dawn, ramp a Dawn rested, and play a 5 or lower character with the Odyssey type. So here we're just going to go 5 into Smoker here, trying to just get a card out of hand early, or they can take the hit. They do counter out, which is good, and just passing it back. So we have Zoro for our top end in this build. We have the Doflamingo, Don Quixote, Doflamingo blocker, and the Razanati blocker, a Sanji, and a 2K ace in hand as well. So the thing with Lim is all her characters come in rested. So when we deploy the Zoro, we have to make sure we can protect it for the turn. So here we kind of misplayed with the ability. We didn't need to do that. There was nothing for us to return, but we did end up getting a card for life. So drawing, gonna do the Lim ability, get a ramp arrested Dawn. Gonna throw in our Dopey blocker. Gonna deploy our Razanati blocker. And then we're just gonna attack 5 into 5 here. So Doflamingo has an ability at the end of the turn. If you have 2 or more rested characters, you can ready him. And Razanati has an ability once per turn on an opponent's attack, you can ready him. So Doflamingo blocker readies, and if they go to attack the Razanati, will stand. So now we have the Law Searcher in hand as well as a 2K Sanji. Looking at the opponent's trash, they have the Force Vanilla Laboon. So they play Soap Sheep, which gives 2 of our characters -2 cost, and they're going to deploy their Brook, trashing our Razanati blocker, or KOing it. Okay. Here we got 7 into 5 here with Smoker attacking leader. We're not going to block, but we will counter out here. So back to us. We're going to deploy our Limb Searcher to get, we can find an Odyssey character. So we're going to find the 5-drop Loopy Odyssey. Then we're going to deploy the Sanji with Limb's effect, giving Limb 2 Dawn and going 7 into 5 on Smoker. And then we're going to put 1, looks like, so they have a trigger from Soap Sheep making a trash point. We're going to trash the Zoro here, putting 1 more Dawn on our Doflamingo, going 7 into 5, because it will ready. So there you have to be careful with the Limb and Dopey triggers, because if you have to do the Limb first to count the rest of the characters and then Dopey. If you do it the other way, it won't work. Because Limb needs 3 rested and Dopey needs 2. It's important to keep that in mind if you're trying this deck out. If you haven't had a chance to check out my deck tech video for Limb, go ahead and check that out. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. So here they played the 4, looks like a 4/6 Vanilla Laboon. Okay, so they rest Laboon to give Dopey -4, then swing their Brook just to KO it. So this Smoker looks like they're doing like a Laboon Brook themed. So 5 into 5 here. A 1K gets us out, but we don't really have a lot of cards in hand, so we're debating if we want to counter. So we just take the hit here, getting a 2K. So here we're going to put 1 Dawn on our Limb character, go 6 into 4 into that Brook. And then Laboon's a 5. So we're gonna, looks like we're gonna go 7, 8. 8 into Laboon. Still leaving us plenty of Dawn to do stuff with. So we're going to use her ability. We don't get the ramp, but it's a nice way to cheat out a character for, we saved a couple Dawn by doing this. Just getting a body on field. We're going to put the remaining 4 Dawn on Limb and just go 6 into 9. Or 9 into 6, sorry. Passing back to the opponent, they're at 10 Dawn as well. 5 cards in hand, 3 life. But with me playing Lim for a while, I do feel she needs a lot more support to become viable. She's fun if for like casual, but it's not really competitive. Once we get access to the in person of the promos, she gets a little bit better, and next set she also gets some support. So we'll definitely be revisiting her in OP10. So here we're just waiting to see what the opponent wants to do. They're thinking. They got 5 cards in hand. They still got 3 life. They're in no danger. So here they play their 6-drop Brook. They're gonna probably trash. Yeah, they trashed our Limb character. So I think the Smoker here would look like it's just a Brook and Laboon themed deck. Kind of interesting. I like the Sims where you can see different people just trying different builds out. So 9 into 6 here. It's gonna take 2 2Ks. We're gonna do that. So we draw another 2K with the ace. So we're going to just use Lim's ability as well. We don't get the rest of Dawn because we're already at 10, but we do get to cheat out the character a little cheaper, giving us extra Dawn. So here I broadcast to the opponent what I'm doing. It's not always the best thing to do that. You should just put the Dawn on the character that you're planning to swing with at that moment, and then just do it like in that order. Because by putting Dawn on the characters up front all at once, you're showcasing to your opponent that this is how much this one's going to be, this is how much this one's going to be, and so on. So they can choose, like, okay, well, I can take this hit because it's not going to really affect anything because I can counter out of the next 2. So by not doing that, you don't showcase to your opponent your plan. So here we're just looking at our discard pile to see if we had any triggers for our targets for Sanji if he does get KO'd. We do have 2 Sanjis on the field rested. So they're going to put 1 on Laboon here, or on their Brook. They're going to go 7 into 6 into Luffy. We're going to let that go. They still have 9 Dawn to work with. They're at 0 life, though. So I think this turn the Smoker player is going to have to try to go for board. Just to kind of maintain not getting attacked back for game. But I could be wrong. Because they still have... I mean, there's ways. It's black, so there's ways to remove stuff. So we let this go. We're going to take our bottom life, but we're going to get a character back. We get the Searcher Limb. It's going to allow us to grab another card for in hand. So we grab the 5-drop Luffy, just so we have a little extra counter. So they play their 8-drop Sabo. So they can trash a card to KO up another Brook. Yeah, so this is like a Brook themed deck. It's kind of cool. Taking that last life, I think it's okay because we're going to try to finish them up here. They're at 0 life. They have no blockers. I probably should have grabbed the blocker, but I did grab a character just so I have an extra body on field to swing into. They do have 6 cards in hand. So the problem with that Sanji is it only gets a power boost for rested Dawn, not if you attach your Dawn to your characters and leaders, it won't get the power boost. But sometimes it's just better to just do it the other way. Just put the Dawn on and go. You're gonna get more of a power boost by attaching Dawn. Anyways. So we have 3 attached. So we're gonna go 9 into 5 here. They're gonna have to give us quite a bit of cards to get out of this hit. and then we'll have another 9K swing. So yeah, opponent scoops it up there. As you see, yeah, opponent disconnected quickly. But Lim was able to do a little bit of smoker things. Now, granted, it's not your traditional smoker list, but as you see, it still got through removal. It got through being able to ramp up. We didn't end up deploying the Zoro, but we were able to still maintain board presence while still ramping up. But make sure you guys like and subscribe. We have more video content coming out soon.